For this video, I take a retrospective look back at the B&O Museum in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, so I am anticipating getting some goofball YouTube comments because I said retrospective in the opening, which would imply that this is a defunct attraction. It's not. The B&O Railroad Museum is still open, and it's just been 20 years since I've been able to travel there. So that's why I'm kind of looking back. I'd like to get back to this place. It's one of my favorite museums around. I just haven't had a chance to get back to Baltimore lately. This museum opened back in 1953. It's considered one of the most significant collections of railroad treasures in the world, and it currently houses the largest collection of 19th century locomotives in the entire United States. Even the building is historic. This collection is located inside the Mount Clair station and adjacent roundhouse, and this complex originally was constructed starting in 1829. That makes this the oldest railroad manufacturing complex in the entire United States. Mount Clair is considered to be the birthplace of the American railroad industry. It was the site of the first regular railroad passenger service that began in May 1830. It was also the site of the very first telegraph message. That was sent back in May 24th, 1844, from Baltimore to Washington, D.C., using Samuel Morse's electric telegraph. They sent the message, "What hath God wrought?" Isn't that amazing? Back in 1844, people were already complaining about my YouTube channel. I really am honored. You know, the fact that people were shitposting my YouTube videos by telegraph before the internet was around is truly remarkable. This museum has a ton of amenities. They've got a really nice outdoor G-scale layout, an indoor HO model layout. They also have train excursions where you can ride down what is considered one of the most historic miles of railroad track in the United States. The museum also has a collection of about 250 locomotives and rolling stock. It is huge. I mean, I do think this is one of the largest train museums I've ever been to, and I've been to some pretty amazing places like Steamtown and the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. This museum also features the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway 464, number 490. It's the last surviving C&O Streamline Hudson ever built, and it's definitely one of my all-time favorite locomotives. You should definitely check it out. So the admission cost is going to set you back about $20 if you're an adult. It's about $17 for seniors and $12 for children. So what's my bottom line for the B&O Museum in Baltimore? Well, this is literally where railroading began, at least in the United States. This is the granddaddy of them all. If you can just make it to one railroad museum, this is probably the one that should be on the top of your list. There are some advantages to some of the other railroad museums in California, Texas, and Pennsylvania, but at the end of the day, this is one of my all-time favorites, and I highly recommend it.